Hey, how's it going? I'm Joel, and I just want to walk you through a little bit about who I am, who I've helped, and why you should listen to me, and how I can help you book more meetings repeatably. So let's get into it. First of all, why you should listen to me. So I've helped 200 plus SaaS founders up to this point inside Alex Turnbull's 0 to 10 million Academy for B2B founders, helping them implement modern GTM systems. And just through that experience, I've seen what works. I've definitely seen what doesn't work. And that's pretty much what my methodology is based on. Just the countless reps that I've had from supporting, consulting, and coaching the founders within that community. But just to bring it back a little bit, why am I even in that community? So I started working with Alex, the founder, over a year ago now. And over that time, I've generated across up to 200 plus signups across his SaaS portfolio, which was around 1,000 leads in total. So I build multi-channel outbound campaigns primarily using LinkedIn automation and email automation. And then through that success, he invited me into his SaaS Academy, where we've been coaching and helping them develop their own systems. So on top of the coaching and consulting side of things, I take on fully managed clients too, who just want it all done for them. Another one of those clients being Juno, who I started working with around a year ago too. I was their first marketing hire when they were at around 20K a month. They just had a new product launch, and then just back in December 2025, they hit a record month of 700K. And I'm not claiming this was all because of me, because they have an amazing product and a great team, but I was there from the start. I've built their outbound from scratch and then optimized it, scaled it, and then helped onboard sales reps and make them as efficient as possible, which really just make the system took off. Skillfully were another client I've worked with and closed 400K in revenue over 10 months, which was 6 million in pipeline from cold email. And Louper generated 160 plus signups from cold email too. And yeah, just the most common theme, I'm sure you're aware of this by now, is just it is just getting harder than ever to generate and convert demand into revenue. The old way of doing things using Apollo and Zoom info and just spraying and praying. I mean, it used to be happy days if you did that. It would be 5% reply rates and you'd be off to the races. But now you're getting around 0.2% reply rates if you just simply do that without any additional signals or enrichment or personalization or additional systems that are just needed now. And this is the system that I've put together after the experience that I've had, the iterations that I've been through. And this is just typically what most B2B teams now need to set up to see any results with Outbound. It all starts with signals and data sources. So it can be things like whether a prospect is hiring for a role that solves a problem that you can solve, or maybe they're engaging with certain content or talking about certain topics on LinkedIn, which might indicate that they are in market or they are facing a particular problem or they're trying to educate themselves on something that you can support them with. Or they might be attending certain events or webinars. They may even just be visiting your website and you're not currently capturing their contact information. There may even just be old leads within your CRM that have just gone stale and cold that should be added to more of a long-term nurture sequence. Or one of the best signals right now is lookalike search. So I'm sure you came across it when you're using generic industry filters. Sometimes just companies aren't categorized correctly. They have these niche subcategories that just mean using the generic industries doesn't work, whereas lookalike searches now uses AI to scan the whole internet and uses natural language to find companies who are exactly within your ICP. From there, I then enrich every lead, get all the information I can, score them based on a custom rubric we put together to make sure that they are at least an 8 out of 10 fit or above, and then qualify them. From there, we write personalized copy using Claude based on all the context we've gathered on each contact and company. And then we use a multi-channel approach to reach out to them on LinkedIn and email. And then we get positive replies coming in. From there, we either book a call with them and they enter your sales process, or we add them into a long-term sales nurture. So because the timing isn't always right, but keeping them in a newsletter or a long-term nurture means when the timing is right, you are top of mind. And then it goes into your sales process from there. So that's typically how I work. The next steps from here would be to jump on like an audit call where I can learn a little bit more about what you do, what you've tried, where you're at, what's working and what isn't working. And from there, I can go away and put together a design. I can design the system that I would implement for you based on what I learned on that call. For example, it might be things like what signals we would use, what enrichments we would add, what offers and copy we would write, what channels we would use, etc. And then we can jump on another call to discuss whether that would be the right fit. So yeah, let's book in a call and get to it. Thank you.